quite a few of them. This one did feel a little different. HRap, I'm coming to you first.
You know what? I enjoyed it. This is I'm just getting into over the last few years. I'm just getting into Tyler Perry. I always thought it was not for me, but
yeah, true.
I enjoyed this, man. And to be honest with you, I don't even understand why people are so upset because the few instances where I've seen clips or past the TV and seeing Tyler Perry, I've seen that character Joe, and all he did was holler, scream, and cuss. So people up in arm about him, Joe cussing, want to start getting upset about HRap talking too. I mean,
and really, like the character Joe, which is obviously played by Tyler Perry, never really had a whole film. We just seen him sitting down, on the couch and just shooting the shit with the people, but he never really had like a full movie or a full scene to say everything he wanted to say. So I mean, I felt like it was. I enjoyed it. I'll go ahead and say that. But Wilks.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have any issue with it. I mean, it reminded me of people in my family, neighbors, people down at the church.
Y'all got an uncle like that.
Yeah, I mean, family reunions. The language you didn't care about. Just hey, man, that didn't bother me at all. I mean, I saw what he was trying to do and what he did do and what he was doing. So I didn't have any issues with it. I mean, we'll watch a Happy Gilmore or we'll watch some Rodney Dangerfield or something like that, or some John Candy movie or something like that. We'll watch National Lampoon's Christmas. Chevy Chase is telling everybody shut the hell up and sit the fuck down. We good. I mean, whatever, man.
Yeah.
So, but no issues. I enjoyed. I like how they sprinkled in some historical locations and landmarks.
Still on Truck D.
Yeah. Even touched on how Black people parent their kids, versus how other people parent their kids. So I mean, I get it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the plot real quick. It's Joe's college road trip follows Medea's outrageous brother Joe as he takes his sheltered grandson BJ on a cross-country college tour meant to teach real-world lessons. What starts as a simple trip quickly spirals into chaos, filled with comedic mishaps, sharp-toned or tongued humor, and cross-generational clashes. And this is this is my only my perspective. If Medea's not in it, it's normally a film that I'm gonna like or halfway like. And the character Medea was in it briefly, but I'm glad it was not for a long period of film, because I think that would have negatively affected it. But they really they got right into it. Before we go any further, this kid that played BJ is the biggest Tim Meadows lookalike I think I have ever seen. That picture on the right or the left, wherever y'all watching, that's exactly what that kid looked like. If he had some gray in his goatee. But I don't know if y'all was thinking the same thing when you was watching this.
Nah.
I didn't think Tim Meadows. I didn't think Tim Meadows. It's like, where'd they find this kid? I was like, he's giving me Urkel vibes.
Yeah.
New age.
Definitely.
Urkel.
Definitely. Yeah, new age Urkel.
Yeah.
Right.
So now that you say that, I do want some Cavassier. But
That's a Cavassier.
Yeah. But again, like I said, my motto always, if Medea's not in it like that, I've talked about this with Wilks. The military film that he did from beginning to end, that was great. It was well done, and I think that shows his range. I know he's probably most comfortable doing the Medea films because that's in his back pocket, and he's done a million of them. But I think being able to show other concepts, other types of films, definitely gives him a little bit more range. So, first question of the night: was this better than most Tyler Perry films? Wilks.
Ooh, I don't watch a lot of Tyler Perry films. I'm the wrong person to ask. I mean,
Well,
I guess
the ones that you've seen. Let me put it like that.
I haven't really seen any of them. Hadn't really seen any of them actually, but I guess from the things I have seen, like people watching them in passing, I felt like he, honestly, with all these characters, I mean, I think he took an Eddie Murphy approach with this one. I think he just the craziness and and the crazy jokes and references and I think it's a different speed. Definitely, I think he's coming out of that corner where you get them jokes right at the edge, and then it's like, okay, now I need to go. Maybe I need to kick it up a notch. But I don't know. Like I said, I can't. I can only say from what I've seen in passing and what I've heard and seen trailers because I haven't really watched any of his other movies. So.
Yeah.
Well, comedy wise, and I know he's got serious dramas and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, HRap, I don't know. You may not be able to answer that either.
Like I said, I haven't seen many. I own one on Apple TV. Don't ask.
Okay.
Don't. We'll leave it. Keep it
you got me. You got to tell us which one. You open up the box.
I don't know which one. My girl at the time.
Okay. She bought it. It's her fault.
Yeah. No, on the serious side, I don't think this is different. Tyler Perry movies, like it's always, "Mama, why you shoot that boy?" Or it's always a thought process. And this one was like you said, it was a message. He, like remember Ken Nyman Wayans used to show up and go, "Message."
Yeah, I think this is it right here. Hold on.
That's what this was. I mean,
nope, wrong one.
Talked about a lot of that we as a community and a culture we consistently talk about, but we never want to talk about them out loud. Remember, I don't know if I can't say remember. If you watch my podcast, and I hate doing that, but it seems like a shameless plug. But if you watch my podcast, you will see me say some of this stuff is for kitchen conversations. He put the kitchen conversation in a movie.
Yeah, true.
No, I don't think this is different. I mean, we do need to talk about the fact that we haven't, while we are sheltering our children from the dangers of the world, we are also stymieing their growth and development. And we will leave the door open for the lack of identity while attempting to shelter them from the ugliness of the world. Yeah. So, no, I don't think this is different. And I in regards to the profane language, again, I've seen little pieces of Joe, and shut your, he get the cussing at everybody in the movie. If you make that character, if you ask me, what he did was everybody was sick of seeing Madea.
Mm-hmm.
So he took Madea and made Madea a man. And a man is not gonna speak like a woman. That's how a 70-year-old man speaks.
Yeah.
He's gonna be colorful. He's gonna be in your face, and he's gonna say what's on his mind.
No filter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me get to this comment, and then we can talk about the sheltering our children. It was hella raunchy, but it was indeed one of his best. I'm glad it wasn't a church scene. Facts. And a heartbroken woman getting mad at the end. Facts. Round of applause. Yeah, this a church scene wouldn't have fit in this one. Okay, it definitely, bitches and hoes. The church scene wouldn't have worked, and no women was getting saved in this one. Okay.
Yeah. On this comedy side, this is probably the first Tyler Perry movie I've watched. I don't watch those movies. I don't care for Tyler Perry like that. So that's why I was like, I'm probably not the guy to answer these questions. But
but to HRap's point, sheltering our children, which was a huge message in this, and there was multiple messages, and the messages it wasn't like a after school special type message, which I appreciated that. Like HRap said, it was a message towards us and towards our community, and not sheltering your kids from the past and what's happened. Because if you don't know your past, you can't, I think, correctly move forward for the future. So, HRap, you already touched on it, but anything you want to add on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's even an African concept called Sankofa.
Right.
Sankofa is a bird walking in this direction, which will be metaphorically towards the future, with an egg in its mouth, looking back. If you don't know, you know where you come from, to understand where you are, so you can navigate the future. And that's what he was saying in this. And TP always do this with his movies. He always a domestic violence message. Don't screw like the one that put him over the top, Diary of an Angry Black Woman. My man was treating that lady like trash and then needed her at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was drowning in that water like this.
There's always a message in his movies. One thing I did notice, he didn't direct this one, and it looked better.
Oh, he didn't? I did not know that. I would have thought he would.
I watched the credits. Oh, because at that time I had on my glasses and I could see. You see, I'm looking, and it looked like all the papers way back here. But I was all like, who is that? Anyway, I'm never gonna see. Yeah. But I enjoyed it. I mean, I would like to broach a question. What's the big deal about profanity? Help me understand the big deal about profanity, because I grew up in the profane world. And
people cursing about, they complaining about the language or something?
Yeah. That was the big thing on the internet. A lot of people, he was cussing too much. Some people said they weren't gonna watch it because he was cussing too much.
If you about to watch that Cat Williams stand up,
right?
You about to watch that Dave Chappelle stand up. I mean, you watching something with cuss words in it, and it could go back to
them same people listen to West Side Gun, man. They need a butcher, man. Shut up, man.
Watch this. Wilks, Ben, give me your top 4 comedians. Go, Wilks.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be, of course, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Of course, Richard Pryor got to be in there. Yeah. Rooney got to be in there.
There you go. Oh, Ben, give me top 5.
I mean, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Eddie, Martin. I don't know whoever else. I mean, they all cussing. Nobody's gonna watch the clean comic. Nobody's rushing home. And to nobody's sitting in front of the TV when a clean comic special come out.
And y'all right. And to HRap's point, these will be the same people that said, "Yeah, I used to sit in there and listen to Richard Pryor on vinyl. My granddad tell me, hey boy, you don't need to be listening to this." I'm just like, what are you saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like Red Fox? Like, come on, man. What y'all saying, man? Mom's Mabel?
I will rush home to go see Sinbad.
Okay.
Oh, Sinbad definitely letting them loose.
Yeah.
But no, Sinbad don't curse.
But I'm saying he gonna get some raunchy jokes. He may not.
I mean, he got hit. It's not Christian comedy. I mean, he got hit some points.
Yeah, he'll get.
He can rub you. He can rub you the wrong way.
Still, no, he's nothing like Red Fox
and maybe it's about the sheltering our children. We don't want them to hear it. We don't want them to. When you get in the world,
friends saying it.
Yeah, when you get in the world, it's gonna be happening all around you.
That's why
you need to be used to it.
And that's why
adaptable to it. Yeah.
And that's why I tell my kids, I tell my son when he was in school, and I tell my daughter, I was like, man, stop. I was like, we did it. My mom's did it. My dad did it. Y'all did it. We all talk some way around our parents. And when we get around our buddies,
right,
get to school or hang out at the skating rink where we think we grown, man. So we letting them fly, man, puffing on cigarettes. Like, well, cigarette weed. So stop, man. Cut it out. Stop it.
Yeah.
People out here all of a sudden, oh, he cussing too much. You old now? Your ears old now?
Which, I mean, again, you knew this character, what the character was like. It wasn't like he was the pastor of the movies, the previous movies.
They gave you a heads up in the credit in the beginning.
Right. Exactly. you knew pretty quickly that this wasn't going to be the regular. A regular Tyler Perry movie. Yeah,
even the intro was already telling you how he was and how colorful he is, and you might hear a few pussies and you may hear some motherfuckers, Hey,
All right, so Wilks, what kind of car was that they was in?
It looked like a Pontiac. I thought it was a Pontiac Bonneville, and I couldn't see the symbol at each time, but I could be wrong. But on the side, I don't think it. I think it had some shots, and I could be wrong. So somebody's gonna have to probably correct me. Then when I saw the name on the side, and I was like, I don't know, it don't look like a Buick because I thought it was a Skylark. Now I thought it was a Bonneville. But
yeah, it was almost like they didn't want you to know.
Right.
Maybe they didn't have that sponsor. So
yeah, I was gonna say you probably didn't have the rights to the licensing, but it looked like it looked like a it looked like a Pontiac Bonneville at one point, and I wouldn't even say a Skylark, but that would be a Buick if it was Skylark. But it was kind of it had those familiar when I was looking at it. I was like, that could be a convertible Pontiac.
Yeah, I think it looks like. What'd you say?
It was a Buick.
It's a Buick, so it's probably
Electra. I googled it.
Well, I was gonna say
AI is telling me.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, I'm thinking about the Ford when they had that other car. It was the Galaxy, but yeah, okay, I forgot about the Electra. I was gonna say the Skylark.
Big.
Oh, yeah, that's a big boy. And I thought about looking it up, but I was like, oh, it could be a Pontiac, it could be a Skylark, and I forgot about the Electra because that's why I said at some point I thought they had a name on the side, unless that was a name they just found. And so, because like I said, you don't have the license.
Yeah,
or the rights to it.
I wonder if that's somebody's.
And another thing, I wonder if that's somebody's actual car because sometimes they use people's cars that work on the set or the director or
I can see that.
Yeah, so
I can see that. And there used to be this show. I don't know what the name. I forgot what the name of it was. Where this guy would find, there would be like a show say, "Hey, I need this car." This dude would try to find it from somewhere. He would find like a car in a ditch somewhere and clean it up and bring it to the person.
Yeah, I watched plenty of car shows like that. And my uncle, he thinks he's gonna find the AMX Javelin. I was like, you're not finding a Javelin, man. I was like, if you find one of these,
in the rough somewhere. Huh?
Yeah, right. I was like,
Javelin? It's got to be your dad's. It's got to be your dad's brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My Uncle Joe. My Uncle Joe. My Uncle Joe.
Anybody that's Uncle Joe,
right?
You one of them that let it loose. All right. I ain't never met no Uncle Joe that was nice.
Right.
Right. It wasn't like Ric Flair slapping you in the chest. It wasn't. Right. I ain't never met no Uncle Joes that was nice. With the
Get with me, boy.
I don't like you.
Exactly.
The value of knowing our history, which this was another one of the themes in this. And I liked how when they were looking at those Polaroids, the girl's like, yeah, you don't know these locations, you don't know these spots. In the film, you just think, okay, he just taking random pictures. But just like in our culture, you may not get the I love you and the hugs and everything, but they're trying to teach you a lesson. They're trying to teach you something.
Oh, yeah. Well, because like I said, you grew up in that period where it's like, I'm not the one that's going to baby you, boy, because the world ain't going to baby you. You need to get these tough lessons. And I know some people think that's not the way to do it, but hell, you ain't going to ever forget them. I mean, you ain't going to ever forget that approach. Because that's one thing, if you look back on that person passed, well, he used to know how to talk to you, didn't he? He's not going to ever forget that. I mean, that was just who they were. That was their character. And like I said, their parents, if he growing up talking about, I was picking cotton, and my parents, he from a different language. He from a different conversation.
Right. In those different generations, like HRap always says, you got to be able to tell the story, to be able to pass it down.
Yeah. And I did like the subtle, I think the first one I caught was the Lorraine Motel, but of course, when I saw Money, Mississippi, and I was like, oh, I already know knew where you're going right there. And when he looked in that creek, he looked down, I was like, I already know what's happening right there. So
right. But I've been a lot of historical shots in places that mean a lot. And he didn't know, obviously, he didn't know any of it. But that my daughter and Wilks' daughter and son, I mean, like those are really the kids that we need to relate a message to, because they don't have any clue.
Right.
So we got to do our job.
You better damn know well they barely tapping into it in school these days.
Yeah, nah.
They'll brush right over
anywhere near it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you got some really good teachers,
Right.
they really care about it, they'll break it down in. But HRap.
Yeah. Knowing your history is paramount, man. I mean, but because you will reduce it to why don't you get over it? And
Right.
I listen to a lot of Joyce DeGruy and Dr. Joyce DeGruy, excuse me. And she even mentions how can you go through 400 years of 337 years of tyranny, never get any therapy, and then it actually people don't realize life for black people got worse after the emancipation because there was no such thing as the Ku Klux Klan for 52 years after the emancipation. Every 3 days, somebody was lynched. A man, woman, or child was lynched.
Yeah.
Every 2 days for 52 years. So it got worse. You know.
Yeah.
You got people who were worked to the point where their muscle was torn from the bone.
Yeah.
You got people who were malnourished as they grew the food for somebody else to eat. Think about that, man. You growing food.
Right.
And you can't eat.
Yeah.
Right.
So, it's just it's important, and people and it's just, I mean, I saw it years ago when it comes to something as simple as sports, right? The sports world act like basketball didn't exist until Michael Jordan got there.
Right.
Shooters didn't exist until Steph Curry got here.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and nobody shot like that. I've seen Dale Ellis and Glenn Rice, and I've seen people shoot like that, man. I mean, you don't get a man like downtown because you're hitting a lot of layups.
Right.
Right.
So, history allows the hunter to tell the story.
Right.
The lion never gets a chance to tell the story. I mean, lack of history. So, if you don't know your history, you're cooked.
Right.
Pretty much.
Right. And so the character BJ sitting on the left there, really, he needed this trip, and his dad obviously was the one that encouraged him to go on the trip by telling him that his grandfather had cancer, so that made him want to go. But just like anything we've done with our grandparents or things we didn't want to do with our uncles or whatever, at the end of it, we got something out of it. It was better for us to actually go through it than to avoid it. And even though our parents made us go, there was plenty of times I was on trips or helping them do stuff, and I didn't want to do it. But
same stories. Definitely. I agree with you. It's the same stories when I listen to my mom and talk about how, man, I didn't want to have mom sent me down there with Aunt P. And she got us out there working. I was like, yeah. I've heard all kinds of stories. So yes, I get it. I mean, I didn't really have any experiences like that. The only ones I really had were if I did go somewhere, it was with my grandmother. We'd go down to Terrell and we'd probably clean the pasture and get it ready for the family reunion. That's how I got my stories. But I actually enjoyed those things because, I got to listen to those stories of yesterday and listen to them cut up and laugh and talk about when they were in school or when the church, who built this church and, whose name's on the plaque of the church. Because, well, that person taught me how to pick cotton, blah, 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 taught me how to cut, the field and stuff like that, or how to pull the harvest. So I didn't mind those things. Now, there were times I did get a chance to spend the night down there with my cousins and stuff like that, but it wasn't really a nightmare side. Of course, as kids, you're gonna be exaggerating because you're like, you don't get out. We ain't having no fun. We down there working. We down.
Right. We ain't no TV. We ain't no Nintendo. No Game Boy. No.
Yeah. We didn't. But I think at the end of the day, for me, I feel like if I look back on it, it taught me life skills. It taught me how to survive. It taught me how to paint a house. It taught me how to clear a pasture properly. It taught me how to drive a tractor. Pick peas, will they be beans, green beans, So if that's, it was torture because it was just like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We out here, but at the end of the day, when you look back at that, it's like, hey, it's just if those things ever came again, you know, it's like, hey, I like to grow stuff. I love to plant flowers now. I love to plant peppers in the backyard in my flower bed. I like those things. I like watching life grow, and like it starts from a seed, and it's like you go keep that plant alive, you go kill that plant, you know. So I those are things that I remember that I won't ever forget. You know, yeah, it was some hot days down there, but hey, I like getting out in the yard. I like clearing the yard. I like my yard looking nice. I like my house looking decent outside and inside. So yeah, those things I won't ever forget. They sound like torture. They sound like punishment. You know, I didn't always want to have to trim the bushes and drag trees around to the front, but hey, you know, it paid off for me.
Yeah. I mean, that was just my household. On Saturdays, you didn't eat anything until your chores was done.
Yeah.
And then once we got a house, and then you learning how to do the outside, and
that house ain't gonna take care of itself.
And my dad was like, "All right, you can go out with your friends later.
Right.
I need you to help me put this whatever together.
Yeah, whatever it is.
We put together a whole lawn chair set. I'm like, oh, we just could do this one part today, right? We can do the rest of the month. And I was like, nah, we could do all of it right now.
Right. Oh yes. and when it came time for you to put something together, where if it wasn't a lawn chair, you think back on those memories where it's, hey, somebody taught me how to use this tool, a screwdriver, or how to hold it, or you know what a fill, you know, something like that. Those small little things come back. Now you ain't gotta like them, but at least they still a skill. I mean, you know, it was important. You know, how to wash clothes and what kind of detergent not to use, how to wash. I mean, it was that stuff goes a long way.
I mean, when I got to college, there was dudes putting bleach in color clothes, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. that's gonna destroy all your clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, and then HRap, I'm coming to you, but that time when you was either out of school or you was sick and you went to your grandmother's house for that day. I mean, that was some of the best times. I was sick, but it was some of the best times I had watching The Price is Right. You know, take a nap, wake up, General Hospital on, take a nap.
Yeah, man.
Soup, chicken noodle soup. I mean, you know, grilled cheese sandwich. I mean, it's like that was some of the best times. I still
remember. Stuff you don't forget right there, man.
Yeah. I definitely remember those. I remember times with my grandparents, and I still get those times once a month with my aunts.
Yeah,
I milk them for information. They don't like to, you know, the sad thing is, it seems like when you move north, the people who move north, they don't really like to talk about the good old days as much. They don't like to talk about the good old days.
Yeah.
They'll talk about the good old days here in Chicago, but they don't really want to talk about the southern days. And I trick my aunts out of stories. Like 2 months ago, maybe 90 days ago, I tricked them out of my father's nickname. And, so yeah.
What was that you used to call him?
I brought up his homie.
And
they said, yeah, he said this, and they said his nickname, and I was like, because just a year ago I asked him, so what was his nickname, and they didn't tell me.
Yeah.
And my father, his nickname was Fruit, and I was like, what did Johnny used to call him? I mean, my father's Johnny. I said, what was his old boy used to call him? And he was like, oh yeah, he was telling us about when Fruit did this, and I was like, I ain't say nothing. I just like, like, my grandmother told me his nickname is them. So, you know, my grandmother used to give me a lot of information. Like you said, I am addicted to peanut butter to this day due to my great grandmother, because she would be cooking, and of course, children don't know how to just stay in the kitchen and eat. So you got to feed, especially a little boy. So my grandmother got into this habit of a tablespoon. She would just take a tablespoon, dip it in the Jif, hand it to me like it was a popsicle. I did
that.
Yeah. So anytime I eat peanut butter, I think about my grandmother, Esther.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and also too, I think older people, your grandparents, they had survival foods. They had peanut butter, they had bread, and even if they didn't cook as much, they still bought survival food. And if they did cook, they were making foods that would last, that you could reheat or eat cold. It was like And then it's like, hey, we ain't got much out there, or the weather. Even when the weather started changing, they were preparing meals that went with the weather because if you got snowed in or whatever the case is, you can reheat that stew. You can reheat those red beans and rice and cornbread and something like that.
Hey, no snowed in Chicago.
No, we know. We know. My point is,
you're gonna be cold and carry this soup.
You're gonna be cold and eat. You're gonna be cold and eat, man.
Hey, is this Pastor Dodd right here? James Dodd.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's going on, Pastor Dodd? He said, "What, boy?" Sound like you're talking.
That's RC too.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
I mean, when you think of those, and I didn't have a grandfather. My dad's dad passed away when I was less than a year old, and my mom's dad passed away, I think, when I was three or four. So having that grandfather figure wasn't necessarily there, but there was people in my life that gave me some of that wisdom. My dad was always there. So, watching this film, I can think of those times just riding with my dad. He let me know different things, schooling me on different things, and just those older people that you're around, either from church, from school, or wherever.
Yeah,
I mean, that's that village. Even though they're not yours, they're gonna give you some wisdom that you'll remember.
Yeah.
So,
like, you would think my grandfather lived deep. Well, my mom's mom lived deep into my life. He wasn't there anymore after 6. And my grandmother, you would think, if you hear me talk about her, she was there after 7. But they said a lot of stuff. And like I just realized maybe 6 months ago, my dad's father, who was like my guy, he was there until I was 18. He was my guy, though.
Yeah.
He never called me by my name at one time. I was, from the time I met him to the time he died, I was boy. Hey, boy.
Yeah.
Like, hanging out with his partners over here at the garage.
Yeah.
Hey, boy.
What Pastor Dodd saying? What, boy?
Yeah.
Hey, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. My grandfather never called me by my name. Boy was his name. I remember, and one of the greatest moments of my life was with my grandfather. It was the coolest moment, and it was hilarious. I had the flu. I sent home from school. I was sitting in his little den while we listened to the ball game. I'm laying there waiting on my mom to get there. And I say, "Granddad, you can tell me." He's like, "What?" I'm dying. And he laughed hard in my face. 20-some years later, like 2 o'clock in the morning, my son, BJ, come tap me on the shoulder. I wake up. He go, "Hey, Dad, don't tell my mother." I said, "What's up?" "I think I'm finna die."
Like, okay. Yeah, good, son.
Yeah.
You're not going. You're good, son.
I scoot over in the bed. And I just scoot over in the bed and I say, "Look, I'll stay home with you tomorrow." I woke up the next day. She's like, "What, be a nightmare?" I was like, "Nah." So I'll tell you later.
If you die, I'm gonna kill you.
And I'm gonna bring you back.
Boy said, "Hey, don't tell my mom, but I'm about to die." I will always forever go, "What about me, BJ?"
You're right, exactly.
What if you die?
What about your dad?
All right, yeah, you good.
Yeah, nah, you be all right. You good.
Walk it off.
Walk it off. Yeah, put some roast some dirt on.
Put some grass on it.
Yeah.
You said, man.
So let's talk about some of the historical sites. Wilks, you kind of mentioned it, but they were in Las Cruces, New Mexico, Memphis, Tennessee, Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And then they were in Jasper. I don't know if they're actually in Jasper.
No.
It was just but
yeah.
those are sites and that we were all familiar with.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, our kids that are teenagers right now, or hell, maybe even their 20s, they don't know. Like we really gotta relay it to them and break it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what's up, Pastor Dodd? Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you, hear you. read your text again.
But those landmarks are very important. Those moments in history are absolutely important, heavily important. That's why when I haven't ran into it. I've seen it, I've heard of it, because even when the Destiny was explaining to him, like, you don't know where these spots are? Like, what are you talking about? Like, and when you link it back to his dad trying to really kind of, I guess not really avoid it, but he didn't really want to go into it, but he should have.
Yeah, he was avoiding it, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, he should have been going into it, but it was like, I was going to wait till he got a little bit older for him to understand. I said, he don't need to wait till you get a little older. They didn't wait for our kids to get older before they was killing them. So, I mean, what are you talking about? What are you saying? So, I got it. But I don't think I've ran into a person that, which I know that, like I said, I know they exist. I haven't really come across somebody. Well, I take that back. Ben knows when I wear Emmett Till's shirt, they don't recognize him unscathed. Yeah. They don't recognize him unbeaten.
Right.
I'll be at the counter at work, and they'll be like, "Oh, who's that nice young man?" Like, these people, I tell you, these people are older than my mom.
Yeah.
My mom's just turned 63. These are people in their 70s asking who that is on your shirt.
Right. They don't know him regardless.
Right.
It was the picture of him in the casket,
even
or
if
the picture.
If it was him beaten and bulls, but it's one of those things where it's very important to have those talks. I just have not come across like any child that I know that really, like, he's going off to college and you don't know some of these historical moments. You don't know the motel you're staying in right now. Like, what is happening?
Like that image of Martin Luther King standing up on that balcony,
right,
is forever in my brain, and them pointing,
right,
like that's forever stamped in my head.
Yeah. It's significant. It's a huge moment, an important moment, sad moment, tragic, but
unfortunate. Yeah. This was probably towards you, HRap. Pastor Dawk said Andy was able to get some kind cat.
Hey,
Pastor Dawk coming with fire.
With the heat, man.
Yeah, coming with that heat. Yeah. But yeah, so the sites were definitely important in this, and I think to me that's what gave it a different perspective of kind of like a father-son, because normally he does the battered woman that's that's normally like his go-to, but this was different in that respect. And then Tyler Perry playing the dad character, like not really wanting his son to see or hear things, and then he comes in there and they're talking about, we're gonna go to Pepperdine. Yeah, come on, man. But I mean that stuff goes on because you don't think it's relatable to you. I think that's the issue, and you have to relate it to them. Like, this is your grandparents, this is your great grandparents,
and I think this is another one of those road trip movies where I think each road trip movie, whether it's from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, they always stop at some significant place.
Yeah.
Whether it be a drive-through movie theater, a restaurant, whether it be a gas station, whether it be Route 66 or anywhere, there's always a road trip. Like, that's what road trips were when you were growing up in the summer, and if you had to travel, or if you didn't jump on the bird,
right,
you was traveling across the country and stopping at significant places. And some places you didn't stop at, but depending on which way you're heading. So I think road trips. I think it had the core of road trips in mind, but from a different aspect, from a black aspect, from I'm taking you through significant places that you ain't getting none of this from your dad. You ain't getting none of this from your school, from your college you going to. So I'm gonna just give it to you, shoot it straight. And if I'm not mistaken, was that supposed to be a play on the Dolly Parton movie, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas?
Mm-hmm. That's what I took it in.
That's what I took it. Yeah. As soon as I saw it, that's what I thought about.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that.
That's a classic. But as soon as I saw it, that's what I thought about.
Burt Reynolds, Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dynamic duo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
And then Miss Pat was the madam
I tried to
of the
place
house.
her, but I don't know.
Yeah, her name's Miss Pat. She had a show on BET. I don't know if she still has it.
Just the last season.
Okay, so she's a comedian.
Okay.
That was a nice touch. Millie, what's her name? Millie Jackson was in it. She was Geraldine singing at that bar.
That little that bar.
Yeah. So I mean that was some couple nice cameos that I wasn't necessarily expecting. All right, so the value of HBCUs. I did want to touch on that. Obviously, me going to Morehouse and HRap Morris Brown, and he mentioned Morehouse, and he was like, "Yeah, that's just one of those. That's one of those schools that I really wouldn't go to, and my friend they can't go to it. So, we could go to Pepperdine, but I feel like the value of HBCUs is another one of those things that need to be relayed. And my parents did a great job at that, just informing me what they are. My dad went to Johnson C. Smith, so it was already kind of in my family. But if you don't explain what they are and the value of them, then they'll never know. Hey, Trump.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, see, that's but again, it's a trick. Reduce everything that you do to minimize everything that you do, and then elevate everything I do. Mm-hmm. And like you said, and the fact that it is people that just like his two friends, HBCUs. What if it was PWIs? It's like it is.
They're all the other ones.
All PWIs. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's possibly 1,000 universities in America, and 109 of them, 119 of them are HBCUs.
Right.
It's PWI, dog. Notre Dame. It's not for Georgetown. The 12 dudes on the court.
12 dudes playing basketball.
Yeah. I remember
most of the football team at Notre Dame.
Yeah, I remember when the Big East hit. I was like, I'm going to Georgetown.
Hey, with the colors and every John
the
Thompson.
whole get down was HBCU.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You was like, dang, all these dudes here is black.
And then you hit the yard on the trip, and you like, whoa,
gotcha.
Surprise.
Man, I mean, it was just. I mean, that HBCU, man. If and it's not just this ain't pro-black HRap. I would send every child in the community to a HBCU. Period. It is unlike any other experience in the history of the world.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I ain't knocking nobody yard, but HBCU yard is insane.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It is. It is and the beauty in it. I never been to Texas Prairie View yard. I've never been on their yard. I never been to Houston Tillerson yard. I never been to a lot of these yards, but North Carolina, what is it? What they used to call it the yard. What's the one they used to call it? North Carolina Central. Was just like Morehouse. Was just like Mo Brown. Was just like Spelman. Was just like Tuskegee.
Yeah,
it was the same joint, and it was like you almost could just sit in it, man. Hey, and Ben can attest to this. You miss too many classes at an HBCU, you would get this.
It's a wrap.
Where you been?
Right. Exactly.
I was with her. Yeah. This is where you're gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right, man.
And
nothing like in the AUC, man, having all those colleges in one area is
that's
wild.
A lot happening.
That's absolutely nothing like anywhere.
Yeah, that's nutty.
You can walk to Spelman, walk to Clark, walk to Morris Brown. Yeah. It's parties every week. They used to have buses. I don't know. I'm not talking about
not
little short buses.
No.
I'm talking about Greyhound buses to come pick us up to go to the
man.
I mean, man, those are some of the best times of my life.
Hey, Ben, I got one word to say to you. Watch, Wilks, while you see you got a straight face, watch this smile that's about to come on his face. Jamal's.
Oh. You gotta eat at Jamal's.
Yeah, man. Hey, some of the best times, man. Some of the best you meet friends you have for life.
Yeah.
In those moments.
I just thought of something that happened in front of Jamal. So the Georgia Dome was right here, Jamal's was right there, and this intersection was right there. And they used to go down. Hey, Ben, then they used to go down at the intersection, man.
Yeah.
Was over there where Mace was working for me.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
That whole strip that went down, that it started at Park and went all the way down to basically through Park.
Piedmont Park to forever.
Yeah, man.
Boy, on a summer day in that park, all I'm gonna say is God is good.
All the time.
All the time. God was good. No, but man, the A was unreal, man. It was unreal. And then you like I said, you 4 hours away from the yard.
Right.
And then if you got bowls, you drove all the way up to DC.
Yeah, that Howard Morehouse game.
Yeah.
And then Wilks, here we have I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. It was right there in was that East Dallas? What's the name of that college?
Oh gosh.
Paul Quinn.
Yeah. Paul Quinn. Right across the street where I grew up.
Yeah.
Hey. They tried to change the name many times. It was Bishop College originally, and that was when I was a little kid. But it was still historically black college. They just changed the name, and then Paul Quinn. They were doing something, but they were able to kind of pick it back up and bounce back and redid the dorms and everything. I've been to graduations over there, but yeah, literally walk across the street. It's right across the street where I grew up. My mom still lives across the street to this day. Still there.
Wow.
Still there. Walk across the street.
Hey,
I had cousins that went
there. Is why I have a cousin.
Oh, nice.
My cousin Terry.
Yeah.
That's my uncle went to Houston Tillison.
Oh, wow. Hey, I can imagine the stories.
Yeah. I mean, and even if you didn't necessarily go to HBC, you knew somebody. And when they came back for the summer, all the stories they was telling you was just looking like,
Inkwell, baby.
One day I get to go.
Yeah, exactly.
One day I get to go to Freaknik,
and
then they shut down before I got there.
And when Paul Quinn would have their family reunion, I mean their homecoming.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, you're not sleeping.
Yeah, no, you ain't sleeping. They right across the street. They have
really. Probably the concerts that we
they had a little parade and everything. The drop top Mustangs would show up. The guys down the way, I told you when I grew up, they up there on the horses, so the girls want a ride on the horses. They out there. I got the black cowboy action going on. Come on, man. It's Paul Quinn, baby. What's he talking? What he saying?
Hey, y'all ever come up here, I'm gonna let y'all kick it with some homies, and they'll tell you our Freaknik story.
Oh, I can imagine.
It ain't got nothing to do with nothing weird.
Yeah. But still, the fact that they even were there, it's the stories I can imagine.
No, there was a guy that went to my church, or his mom went to our church, and he came back. And he was kind of telling me about Morehouse, and he was like, Freaknik, man. I was like, yeah. I mean, I was young. I didn't really get it. But then when I finally looked it up one day, I was like, oh.
Yeah,
it's on my list. It's on my short list.
We down there. one of the homies, it was a bunch of beautiful black women, but this one girl, she's a Creole girl. And, we from the North, so we like, all you heard is don't mess with no Creole. My man, and they linked up, and it was all fun and kiki. My man, hey, whatever she did, we went home. My man is quiet all 12 hours on the way home. Got back to the crib, quit his job, and moved forward.
Hey, man. Hey, I've heard stories like that before. Growing up,
that's the light part. But you kick that fool out.
Yeah. Hey, man, I've heard stories.
Gone.
Yeah, between Creole women,
he didn't even sleep, man. He just packed his bag.
Yeah, between Creole women, Jamaican women, and Haitian women, man. Hey, man.
Hey, that girl kicked him clean out.
So you gotta go, man. You crazy, man.
You still on him for it too.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, he know he better not ever say one word out of. He better stay right down the line. Because one of my homies
down the middle. Yeah.
We got a homie who L7, and he lit him up. We were out PLPing one night in front of his joint up here, and he had a brick of riches. Tracy not a drinker. And we out there, and Tracy, he got on Tracy in front of these girls trying to press. Tracy was that side. I don't get my kicks on Route 66.
Got him.
To the juggler. Got him.
Hey,
Pastor Dow said this was different. I almost didn't watch it, being a Tyler Perry joint, but I did enjoy it.
See,
this is one of those that you gotta watch, and it is not. I think I know everybody's name. This is not a rewatch. Okay, this is a one-time thing.
Yeah, right.
I'm not rewatching it again, but it was a good one-time watch.
Yeah.
All right. The old question that we bring up sometimes, the music, man. They did have some old music. They had some that Ice Cube sample. What's that guy's name?
That was Dr. Dre sound.
Oh, those Dr. You about the Dr. Dre one?
Yeah.
I want to do something freaky me.
Yeah. That was definitely some good music. I heard every last one of those.
Hey, I was even in on this sound.
You was in on it.
Yeah, I was like, that was cool.
Now I see. Yeah.
I was like, man.
Yeah, because I like how, he's if he gonna be old school, he old head. This is what he listens to.
Way.
Especially in a big body like that, Ruby Red. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
He playing the hits. Got 8 tracks on the floor, man.
Right, exactly. You're not playing no TI and that.
Y'all like my top flip back.
But each song tied into with what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of those songs are older songs that were sampled.
Yep.
So. Yeah, I mean, this was a good film. I'm glad you brought it up. Obviously the streets are always, anytime there's a Tyler Perry movie, it's always buzzing. Like he knows as soon as he drops it.
Right. It's hot. First he got that bag with Netflix, he ain't going nowhere, bro. Right. Yeah, and guns everywhere.
Yeah.
Where the maps go.
Yeah.
Where the map.
So about that one gun. Yeah, I got guns everywhere. I'm like, where you even pulling from?
Right.
But if you think about it, then hey man, I don't know no old cat that don't have more than one gun.
Right. Especially a Saturday Night Special. Always.
Yeah.
Snub nose.
Yeah. I mean, and they shooting that car up and they just sitting behind it and they didn't die. I'm like, one of y'all would have died.
The side of comedy.
Right, go ahead. Shoot the gun backwards like this.
Yeah, over the car. You can't see nobody. Just hit there. Come on.
Right.
Side of comedy.
He said like me at church.
It's those road trip movies, man.
He told me he got multiple guns with him at church.
No comment.
Hey, just in case. Hey, for real though, people running up in churches acting stupid. So you need a couple of people that randomly sit in the different spots because people are losing their minds.
Right.
You never know when it's gonna be coming handy. How many churches, how many sad stories we've seen with somebody going in there and shooting everybody up. But let's get to some final thoughts. Before we get into that, I did want to bring up, I've talked about them on the show before, but Sheer Alternatives, they actually have moved to Forney now. So anybody in the Forney area. That's her new address, 312 East Main Street. Carlos Miller, he's the owner. He's a veteran. All natural toothpaste, all natural products. They're also at Central Markets now, so check that out. And
check them out.
Yeah, also they're having a ribbon cutting. So if you're in Forney, you're in the North Texas area, March 26th from 4 to 5, they'll be having a ribbon cutting ceremony. Yeah, I mean Forney shows love. Any business that moves here, they try to push it as much as possible. I know them personally. Use their products, so definitely want to shout them out.
Yeah, I gotta get some more of that toothpaste.
Yeah, and they're at the farmers market in multiple different cities. So I think Frisco, Dallas, obviously is their main one, but they got the physical location here in Forney now. Just moved, so definitely check them out. Final thoughts and Mike rating will come to HRap first.
I enjoyed it. I think people overreacting. Now all of a sudden we so averse to profanity, so I don't understand it. But whatever. I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm gonna give it a 4 Mike.
Okay.
Good content, good comedy, a lot of fun, and I think finally people taking Tyler Perry for what he's trying to do, enhance and entertain.
Right.
I'm rocking with Tyler.
Yeah, deliver a message. Definitely doing that. All right, Wilks.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 3.5, but I kept thinking about the historical things and the life lessons that were in there. So 4 Mike, because I was kind of back and forth. I was like, that's a 3.5, that's a 4, but yeah, 4 Mike's definitely for me. I thought it was, like you said, it's not a rewatch for me, but I like what he was doing in here, and it's, to me, I guess the stuff that I have seen from Tyler Perry, he's definitely going to reach back and
always
a reminder of this is where we come from, this is our heritage, this is who we are, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, like I said, we look at Fear and Loathing like this, we look at other road trip movies like this, we look at Thelma and Louise, we look at a John Candy movie, we look at anything like this going across country that's going to be goofy and silly. So why can't we throw this in the road trip movie bag? Because it's exactly what it is. So yeah, no, I enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, and these are trips, these are interactions that are needed with our elders. So when you have the opportunity, and I don't know if people still doing this, but send your kids down to your grandparents, send them down to your parents, because that 1 week, that summertime, they gonna get so much wisdom, so much information, so much history, so many stories.
They may get beat.
Yeah, they probably will. They definitely gonna get that.
That's good.
No doubt about that.
Don't bring that city sass around here, boy.
Right? What'd you say? I ain't your mama.
Right.
That's your opinion.
Right.
Or how you feel.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, I was at a 3, but after talking about it, some of the historical sites, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4. RC giving it a 4 as well, so appreciate that. Appreciate the comments. It did have some good laughs, and it wasn't a ton of corny moments where you're like, yeah, that was a waste. So I did appreciate that, but definitely check it out. Watch it at least once. Share with people. It's already all over the place. So it's nothing new there.
Right.
All right. So next week, we'll decide what we'll do. I did post. There's a Soul. I think it's called Soul Basketball or something like that. Or we could do the Oscars are actually coming up, so maybe we do that. If I had legs, if I didn't have legs, I'd kick you. It's kind of like Straw.
Yeah.
Right. Whoops.
Yeah. It's as soon as I started watching it, I'm like, it's already, she's about to jump off the deep end. I mean, as soon as it gets started, I'm like, it's already going right into it. I say, okay, cool. I'm going with A24 once again.
Yeah, another A24. You know what? It's gonna push all the limits.
Yeah.
all the limits. So
that's what I was saying about the Tyler Perry movie. It's like as I'm literally sitting here watching, and I started. If I had legs, I would kick you. I'm like, why did we give Straw a pass? I'm just saying, like, as a people, maybe a community, some whatever society.
Yeah,
we would all over Straw. Like, oh man, it's garbage trash. But yet, we got. If I had legs, I could kick you. Getting nominated out here.
right.
It's getting nominated.
Same concept, just different.
Yeah, the same concept. I mean, it's getting nominated out here. So I get it. Whatever.
Yeah. All right, HRap. What you got coming up this week?
I have a controversial title coming up within the next few days. It is called "The Hood. Is it really dangerous as you think it is?" We, I'm gonna explore the construct of the protection the hood provides. Like a lot of people, I know already. I can foresee women saying, "Hey, well, women get abducted all the time," but according to Dr. Joy DeCruz, in 1980, they did a study, and it said ask white men if you could sexually assault a black woman and get away with it, would you? 70% of them said yes.
Oh yeah, I can see
so
that.
This, the abduction and bringing harm to black women is nothing new. But the question I have is the hood as dangerous as you say it is? Does the hood offer a monicum of protection that we don't even acknowledge? For example, I'm not talking like you have gang violence, right?
Right.
But that's nothing.
But you're talking about like the neighbor, the guy down the street, your next door, somebody that owns
gang violence, people enacting violent things against each other. Right. How many people know people who are falling victim to random murders? How many? Look! Like you got to lock your doors now. But how many people in like? I'm the oldest person on the panel. I don't know anybody who ever got their house broken into. I don't even know anybody got their car stolen. Well, my car got stolen.
Yeah.
Once. Wink. You're in good hands. My car got stolen once, but I don't know a bunch of people got their car stolen.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of people who have random acts of violence. Yeah. I don't know a bunch of old ladies getting accosted. I don't know a bunch of old men getting accosted. Right. So is the hood as dangerous as they say it is, or is it just something that we go along with? Oh, the hood is dangerous. Then you see 3 stories about the hood and how dangerous it is. But for what about the other 18,000 people that live there? Right.
True.
I'm gonna cover those things.
I haven't had any issues. Yeah.
Right. I've been around in or around the hood, and I have lived near 2 of the most dangerous neighborhoods in and near 2 of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the United States of America. And I don't know, whereas a bunch of people who were not engaged in that lifestyle fell victim to that lifestyle. If you were part of the drug trade, then yeah. If you were part of gang culture, then yeah. But we'll literally put like this. And this is one of the points I'm gonna make. Chicago has 4 million people. 60% of them black, which means about 2.5 million people are black, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was up in arms a few years ago, and don't get me wrong, I'm not minimalizing anyone's life. 2.6 million people. Let's just do a fancy number. 2.6 million people. Let's just say all 530 of those people who were murdered were black. 2.5 million versus 500. Let's just say 10,000 people got shot, which it didn't. All 10,000 of them black. 2.5 million people. We talking about, due to abject violence, 2,500 of them black. Or 10,500 of them are black. Is it really as dangerous as you perceive? Or because the last time I checked, you can get a random act of violence in a Walmart, in an elementary school, in a daycare, in a movie.
Anywhere.
And none of those places were in the hood.
Right.
Are we just believing the hype? Or
it's definitely the narrative.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's always pushed.
I'm gonna look into some more numbers so they'll be on the screen. But we'll get a lot of pushback on this one, but I'm just asking the question. Is the just what we said.
Yeah, we need those type of topics to discuss and talk about. So definitely. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. Make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell, all those YouTube channels scrolling across the bottom. And see you when we see you.
I can't read it. Y'all can.
Yeah, put your glasses on.
I was laying down. And I just went, I got to get used to it.
Yeah, you got to use putting them on. Yeah. But all right, y'all. Take care.
All right.
Peace.